Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Take a look at this photo right here. Pamela Smart asks governor to commute life sentence. Smart serving sentence of life without parole for being accomplished in husband's death. Pamela Smart, who is serving a sentence of life in prison after she was convicted of being an accomplice to her husband's killing, is petitioning the governor and executive council to commute her sentence and give her a chance at parole. WMUR News 9 has exclusive access to the legal documents that have been submitted, including a letter from Smart to Governor Chris Sununu. Smart has excused all other legal options. She and her legal team said a lot has changed since she was sentenced to prison for her role in the killings of her husband, Gregory Smart, including the release of everyone else involved. The 695-page petition for commutation includes the letter to Sununu signed by Pamela Smart. Pamela Smart's attorney said the governor and executive council are not being asked to change the verdict but the sentence, so Smart has a chance to go before a parole board. Smart is serving a sentence of life without the possibility of parole in a New York State prison. It was the mandatory sentence she received when found guilty of being an accomplice to murder 28 years ago. In the letter, she tells the governor what she told News 9 in two prison interviews, that her mistake was becoming romantically involved with Billy Flynn. One witness stand, Billy Flynn told the court he was responsible for shooting Pamela Smart's husband inside their Derry condominium in 1990. Flynn was a 16-year-old student, and Pamela Smart was the director of media services in the school district. The four then teenage boys who were convicted for their roles in the killing have been released. Flynn released in 2015 after spending 25 years in prison. Her legal team called her sentence grossly disappointing and said that jurors cried after learning that the sentence was mandatory life without parole. The filing lists thousands of petitions signed and hundreds of letters of support. The legal team is asking the governor and executive council to consider the request, even if it's not supported by the New Hampshire Attorney General's office, and the filing includes examples of other governors who have commuted sentences of life without parole. And that does it for my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with more news reports. Good night, everyone. Bye.